Hey guys, and welcome to Beauty Fruit. If you're new here, my name is Steven Mango, aka the Beauty Fruit, and here on my channel I review and showcase all of the hottest aesthetic treatments. I also talk about makeup and skincare and so much more. If you want to follow me here on my beauty journey, then go down below and hit that red subscribe button, turn your bell notifications, and you'll get an alert whenever I release a new video here on Beauty Fruit. And for today's video, I'm going to be taking you guys with me to Pasadena, California to see the amazing Dr. Kay at Beauty by Dr. Kay on Instagram. You guys, I'm sure, are following Dr. Kay because she is world renowned and she is very famous, like I said, on Instagram for doing all of your favorite Instagram models and actors and actresses and TikTok stars, because can't forget about TikTok here. And Dr. Kay has injected me so many times. She's done my chin, she's done my jawline, she's done my nose, she's done Botox for me. Now I'm finally going to go see her to do my lips. I'm gonna give you guys my final thoughts at the end of this video because I want to just jump right in and show you the video of Dr. Kay injecting my lips. We're gonna be using a product called Restylane Kiss, which is brand new here in the United States. I think Dr. Kay did one other patient before me for Restylane Kiss, and I'm really excited to be one of her earlier patients to test drive it, see how I like it, and then I'm gonna come back at the end of the video and talk about my lips, show you guys like my before and afters and everything like that, and we'll see you guys at the end of the video. Hey guys, as you can see, I am with the wonderful Dr. Kay. You guys know Dr. Kay because I have a whole interview on my channel with Dr. Kay, so go down below, I'm gonna link it. Dr. Kay and I talked about all the hottest aesthetic treatments, Botox, fillers, and everything of 2020. So today I came to see Dr. Kay because, as you guys know, I have been testing out all different sorts of treatments and stuff like that. As Dr. Kay, you guys have seen, she's done my jawline, she's done my chin, she's done my nose, and it's the first time Dr. Kay is going to be doing my lips. But I'm actually very excited because we're going to be using Restylane Kiss, which is the brand new filler, which Dr. Kay, you could probably tell them a little bit more than I could about this filler and why it's so great.
Well, Restylane is such a reputable brand and it's been around forever, but this has new expression technology, and I love that it's a very stretchy molecule, so as we use it, the lips remain pliable and supple and like just luxurious looking. I love it. So juicy.
And I think what's, especially for what I'm looking for, is I want much more of like a plump, natural, hydrated look versus having like a very overly augmented look. So that's what I thought was really great about this filler, was it's going to have that soft, very much more natural sort of touch.
Definitely no sausage lips. Just natural. No duck lips, no sausage lips, just like really hydrated, supple, handsome. So lips should be nice and numb. We have put on some topical numbing, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. And I'm going to actually ask you a couple things. If you like to enhance the Cupid's bow, do you like to have two pouty pillows?
I would like to focus much more on my upper lip, since I feel like, especially like when I smile, I kind of lose my upper lip. So I definitely want much more focus on the upper lip. I do want some definition, I guess, in like the vermilion border in the Cupid's bow, but I don't want like feminine. So if you want to make them a little bit bigger in the pillows, just to kind of bring them out. But obviously I trust you, but I like my bottom lip.
Okay.
So definitely much more focus on the upper lip.
Well, there you go. I like a man who thinks about his lips so detailed.
I'm very high maintenance. I wish I wasn't, but I'm very high maintenance.
Okay, relax your lips and lightly close them. Your lips are a little chapped. You're going to have to try like my hydration serum on there. Little quick pinch, and then you haven't had your lips done before, but you know lips are the most sensitive, one of the most sensitive organs in the whole body, so this has Novocaine in it. As we go, you're going to feel more and more numb. And I'm just going to really focus on outlining a beautiful border detail first, because I think that makes for gorgeous lips. And I'm aspirating as we go. And when we inject slowly, the patients are more comfortable. And it's not so sensitive, and it's also good for the lip anatomy and tissues. Sorry, little pinch. Let's create a nice prominent Cupid's bow here, but in staying with his kind of style ethics, I'm not gonna, he's very natural, neutral, and just, you know, has a lot of personality, so he's gonna need these fabulous lips. And here you go. That's creating the border definition of the Cupid's bow. We can already see the difference between the injected side and the non-injected side. So if you look closely, it's subtle, it's definitely fuller and a little more voluptuous, about 20% fuller I would say, and then the non-injected side. So that's a good lip injection because it's his own features. We're enhancing them. We're not morphing them into something too drastically different or unrecognizable. And then let's do the other side. I'm injecting with the retrograde threading technique and following the exact vermilion border. Today I had to see another young lady who we had to dissolve filler that was leaking and bleeding outside the border of her lip and placed incorrectly by someone else. But I just want injectors and patients out there to realize, like, okay, if you inject filler incorrectly and it goes outside the border of the lips, please dissolve it. There's no amount of good filler you can place on top of bad filler to hide that. You just need to dissolve it. And you don't have to suffer and wait for it to go down, because sometimes it really just won't go down. It takes years, months to years. And now I'm going to create a better philtrum. The philtrum is this area with the two lines that extend from the columella all the way to the cupid's bow. And when we enhance those, it looks youthful, and it brings up the nice prominence of the cupid's bow, which is something he wanted to focus on upper lip. So we'll do that on both sides. How's your pain on a scale of 1 to 10?
Probably I would say like a 3 or a 4. My eyes always water a lot with filler. It's not that I'm like in a lot of pain.
Okay.
It actually just feels like a little prick.
Okay.
I always just have my eyes water. I don't know what it is.
The joy
But
of
it's actually
lips.
pretty comfortable, believe it or
Actually, I'm
not.
going to change my needle so that way it'll feel a little more comfortable. So sometimes after getting about halfway through a syringe, it's a good idea for a needle change. That keeps it a little more comfortable. And then I'm going to add a nice little pillow for the lower lip. And I've seen people do this filler injection technique where we create some vertical threads. I think that also looks very nice, and it gives height to the lip without creating a lot of bulging. And I'm going to do a couple vertical threads in here as well. And that technique of building pillars of support is a really nice way to get enhancement of the lip pillows without making it look too overdone. I like it when guys get their lips done. I see quite a few. And I always think a man with good lips is a thing to behold. Okay, good. Almost done. And then when we get to about 3/4 of the syringe, I'm going to actually show you how it looks, because I like the patient to be able to help with deciding where the last little bit will go. And I'm putting a little filler on the outside border. We're also going to put a little plump volume on the middle of the lip where I think it looks nice if it protrudes slightly. And now we have some filler left over, which probably we'll end up using for the upper lip, but I wanted to show you. And some patients, when they see their lips for the first time, everyone's first reaction is, oh my God, they're so big. So be prepared for that, because Novocaine is in your lips. You're going to feel like you've been to the dentist's office. And so you're going to say, oh my God, they feel so big. But swelling goes down by about 20 to 30%. 20 to 30% of the syringe is liquid, so let's see.
Pretty.
So pretty, right? Zoom in close and you can take a look.
I think I would say, I mean, I know that swelling makes it a little bit symmetrical at first, but I just noticed like a little tiny bit in this left upper. And just like a little bit, kind of more like in like the
So we'll do
pillow
some
of the
adjustments
upper.
now. This side, remember, is 5 minutes ahead because we started
Right.
here. So that's always important to
I
know.
love the shape.
Yeah,
The shape looks
so
beautiful.
nice. But yeah, I would agree with you. This
Wow, that's
side
amazing.
needs a little touch more. And open your mouth lightly. And we can see that he has these two hollows here and here. So we're going to add some volume in those two spots. And
I think it looks really great with the philtrum column, so I just put a little touch in there. I think that just
Yeah.
makes it look sexy.
smile with me. So another nice important thing that I like to do, I have the patient smile and then pucker and then make a whistling motion. Okay, good. So then we can see symmetry in all directions. So that, I think our finishing touches will just be 2 little drops that we put right in here and here, and then that's it.
And I think like you said, like when, with like my smile, or at least I was saying with enhancing the upper lip, like right now, you can definitely just see like that body and definition. That's definitely what I was looking for, so
Yeah.
that's what I just love right now.
It just gives a lot of strength to the lower face, actually. Yeah, your lips are pretty pink color. Your lips are prettier than mine. What's going on here?
You have the magic touch.
Let's see, relax your smile and open your lips slightly. Drop your teeth. There you go. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to actually come from the above posterior aspect of the muscle to give a little bolus here, because that's where he's got a little volume deficiency. And you can see that that places it nicely. And a lot of what we do with fillers is experience. And here I'm going to aspirate and then inject. And it just boils down to, like, the more you do something, the better you get at it. And the more you kind of have an eye for where a product needs to go and what you need to do. So if you're getting your lips done, open your teeth a bit, look for a good injector, because it's difficult if you go through a bad experience as your very first time getting your lips done. It's difficult to ever feel comfortable getting your lips again. So just do your research. Get a good injector. And so that looks a little more balanced and good. Okay, good. And then let's do some of these vertical bands for the upper lip height as well. And this is a nice technique where we create a very superficial thread, and just as I inject and withdraw, I'll deposit a little bolus right at the border of the lip. And that's a really nice way to create lip height without getting ducky. So we can do that all over the lip. And let's do one more right in here. What other questions do you think that listeners might have, or viewers?
I think what a lot of people don't realize, just from my experience, is how much is actually in the syringe, where they say it's only like a fifth of a tablespoon, is it?
Okay, good point.
So I think people don't realize, like, even I had friends like, oh, I want to get like a half a syringe, and then they'll get it done, and then it goes down like, oh wow, they must have just injected saline or something, you know what I mean? And they don't realize like with the volume. So I think like the expectation of how much volume you're going to get from one syringe of lip filler.
Very good point. So yeah, this is not a lot of volume if you think about a teaspoon, which is what you put sugar in your coffee with, you know, that's 5 syringes go into a teaspoon. So adding half, people who want to come and do like, oh, I want to do a half syringe or a quarter of a syringe, like, I respect you, I hear you, but I don't think it's realistic. And I can always put a full syringe into lips, always, and it can always look natural. And I recommend 1 syringe every month till you reach your goal size, and then to do a touch-up at 6 months to maintain. All right, there you have it. That looks awesome. So there you have it. That's doing lips with Restylane Kiss with a handsome guy. I hope more guys do work on their lips and faces, because life is short. You should get those things you want.
And for anyone who's thinking about getting filler, you really have to invest and see a really great injector. It's not so much, I feel like, about the product itself. It's about who's actually holding the syringe and who's injecting it. So whenever I tell people or friends, because I do a lot of beauty stuff, obviously, from my YouTube channel, and people are always like, oh, like I saw this great deal. It's like, okay, well, you can go on Groupon, and then you're going to need to spend an extra however much money to have someone like Dr. K fix that and to reverse it, and you're dealing with a medical procedure. What you guys want to see the best, why would you just want to go see anybody? So always invest in it, guys. I don't trust anyone else but Dr. K to inject me, so.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. You waited a whole 3 months of quarantine.
I did.
And we finally got to try the Restylane Kiss, which I think you guys can see the features of it. Looks soft, looks glossy. It's so hydrated and supple. It's such a natural, beautiful amount of volume. And I love it.
Yay, thank you so much, Dr. K. I love it. Before we get into my final thoughts, I wanted to show you the before and after photo of my lips. As you can see on the left, that is my before photo. You can see that my upper lip is very small, and like I was mentioning in the video, when I'd smile, it would be almost non-existent, compared to the right side, which is my result after 1 syringe of Restylane Kiss. You can just see how much more hydrated and plump both my upper and lower lip are. I have a really nice defined cupid's bow and vermilion border of my lip, and I'm just so happy and excited with my results here. So thank you so much, Dr. K. If you want to check out Dr. K on Instagram, she posts all of her before and after photos, and she has some really great videos and content over there. So check out Dr. K at Beauty by Dr. K on Instagram. Make sure to give her a follow and check out her page. And if you'd like to schedule an appointment with Dr. K, you can go over to her website, beautybydrk.com, and her phone number and address and other information if you'd like to get in touch with Dr. K will also be down in the description box below. Now, onto my final thoughts. Hey again, guys. So I am back, and I'm going to give you guys all my final thoughts here. As you guys can see, there's still swelling present in my lips, but I am going to be posting some like Instagrams and different stuff. So follow me on Instagram at stevenmango if you want to kind of see like how my lips heal. Honestly, I am so happy with how they turned out because they are natural, they're plump. It was exactly what I was going for. I don't want like an overly augmented, super blown out like duck sort of lip. Just wanted to add just more hydration, just to kind of find the vermilion border and the cupid's bow and just bring more symmetry to my face. And don't get me wrong, some people may want Kylie Jenner's lips and that's what aesthetic works for them. But for a guy, I feel like, at least for me, I just want to look like the best version of myself. I'm not looking to look like a male supermodel. I just want to enhance myself so I look confident and feel better. And like I was trying to say, if I have a very pencil thin upper lip, it's gonna look off for like my other features on my face. No one's gonna look at me and be like, oh my God, you had your lips done. Like, it's not like a very jarring sort of thing. Like, that's what I think makes great beauty and aesthetics, is where you just look like a more refreshed and beautiful version of your own self. And like I said in this video, I don't remember everything I said until I actually watch all the footage back, but just to say it again, and I also have a video with my husband Jeff coming, and he does his under eyes, his cheeks, and he gets some Botox in the DAO muscle to raise up the lateral lips so it doesn't look like sagging in the lips. So that video is going to be coming out I think tomorrow, so stay tuned for that as well. So I'm not sure which video I said it in. I'll repeat myself though a little bit and just say that I feel like you have to see an injector who can analyze your face and could see, for example, like with Jeff's under eyes, to understand like, oh, it's better to use a needle than a cannula because of the veins or the vessels and different things, right? So you want someone who's so skilled and who understands and could carry this out as a medical procedure. So if you guys aren't able to come to California to see Dr. K, I would honestly recommend saving up to do that, to see an injector and come out to California maybe and save up your coin so you can see Dr. K. Maybe come for a weekend trip. I'm not like sponsored to say this. It's just my honest thoughts on this. Like, okay, you live in Minnesota, get on a plane, save up, even if it takes you 6 months to save up, then splurge, do your cheeks, under eyes, nose, do everything, and then come once every year or 2 years just to maintain and keep your filler topped off and looking fresh and looking right. So you see someone who could enhance it versus going to get a Groupon deal and then you get botched and then you have to pay another $1,000 to fix it, all because you were initially trying to save like $600 in the first place, right? So that's just the one message I always try to carry out to my subscribers and stuff. Like when you're picking a provider, really do your research, really try to pick out the best of the best. That's why I can honestly endorse Dr. K. I could come here and sit here and tell you guys that she is the reason why I'm posting a lot of videos with Dr. K, is because I trust her. I think she's aesthetically like top notch. She's gonna make you look absolutely her best, and that's why I recommend her. She also understands the masculine aesthetic. I feel like in the past, like I've seen other injectors and stuff, and they only really know how to inject women, which is great if you're a woman, but if you're a guy like me, you want someone who understands masculine aesthetics. So I feel like for me, I feel like I would want to trust and see someone to make me look good, because you don't want to go to work or you don't want to go somewhere and your guy friends laugh at you and be like, oh my God, what did you have done? You don't want to see someone who doesn't have the skill to know how to artfully place filler to make you look masculine and great. I think I said everything, so stay tuned. I have more videos coming your way. Make sure you're subscribing here and clicking that red subscribe button. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.